Man, y'all already know what time it is. It's Real Talk with Gooch. I've been waiting to bring y'all this one, like, you feel me? I was supposed to drop it yesterday, but I ain't really get a chance, so I was trying to incorporate the homie Blitz, who was like one of my close homies and actually one of my co-defendants at that time. We was co-defendants. We had a charge like in the year, and I got to take y'all back because we going back to the year 2004 in the old county, 4 and 5, because that's what all this transpired at. Y'all see the title, how the Hogs got branded. So first, let me explain the dynamics, the dynamics of that era. So in 2004, the gang banging was on and popping, like, you feel me? And like the Bloods in California in the beginning of gang banging, how they was outnumbered by the Crips, damn near 10-1, maybe odds worse than that. It was the opposite way in New Jersey. The Crips was outnumbered by the Bloods, damn near 10-1, 20-1, probably 20-1. In the whole entire county, the Crips only had one floor, and that was 4 and 5. And that's where we was all being housed at the time. I was housed with 10 homies, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say their names. We was isolated from everybody. We was isolated from the whole population because we had a whole nother situation that transpired in another facility. I want to take this time to say HIP Big Bus, man. Gone but never forgot. Never ever forgot. That's on Westside. I'm gonna be real. Shit was going south for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before we all became co-defendants, we all had individual charges. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was on the violation, and I had drug charges, but my violation was from carjackings and robberies. Like, you feel me? And other homies had some serious charges too. Like, you feel me? And shit, it was going south for us when we picked up those other charges. And you feel me? Like, in a certain way, at that time, I used to be thinking about a lot of shit, and in a certain way, I felt like we was beginning to represent a whole, like, we had a whole different swag with us, like, when it came to being FDs. Like, you feel me? I heard some stories about some homies prior to us in the county, you know what I'm saying, being oppressed, getting hardcore from other sets, all kinds of shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Just so happened, like, a lot of, like, some of my co-defenders and some of the homies that started coming in after them, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like we was clicking, and we had this energy with us, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, none of us wasn't on no clown shit. Like, I was around some core homies, like, you feel me? And we wasn't with none of the bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wasn't pressing us. Nobody wasn't taking nothing from us. And it was just a whole different feel. Like, you feel me? And this also an era when it was blood rule. I ain't even gonna lie. The Damus was bringing it. And I know for a fact that some of the homies from this era right here, they wouldn't have even been able to bend in our shoes. Like, when I say Bloods was bringing it at this time, I never really, ain't no Bloods really never put their hands on me in the county. I'm gonna be real with you. But it was a lot of homies and Crips overall that was getting punished, like going to court, going to the medical. Just it was rough, like, you feel me? So those circumstances, along with others, bring us right to the topic: how the Hoovers got branded. So at that time, And I could speak for Crips in general, not just Hoovers. Like, individual homies, or I'm gonna say individual Crips, when niggas was getting sentenced, niggas just started growing beards. You'll have people popping out of nowhere like, yo, I just took my shahada. In other words, we had people that was trying to go to prison and tuck their flags for people wouldn't know that they was Crips. Like, you feel me? And that's the God honest truth. Now, on a whole nother page, it was certain homies that took their shahada prior to even becoming Crips. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way I see it, your religion and your affiliation is two different things. Like, you feel me? Like me, I was a Hoover, but I was a Muslim. I became a Muslim in 96 in the old county on 10 and 11. A brother named Abdul Jabbar gave me my shahada and taught me how to read Arabic. By the time I left the county, I was already memorizing some of the Quran. So it used to be kind of offensive. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, niggas is like trying to fake like they Muslims. Because you know that down in the prison system, the Ummah is strong. Like, you know what I'm saying? The brothers is strong. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a Muslim, the brothers going to defend you. But it's kind of foul if you faking like you're a Muslim just to hide that you're a Crip. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like, yeah, that's foul all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna say I definitely felt some type of way about that, because look at me, I done turned Crip in a blood house where Crips couldn't even live in Northern State Prison. So I wasn't with no tucking no flags and none of that shit. Anywhere I went, niggas was gonna know I was FD. Like, you feel me? So for people to be doing that shit was kind of crazy. So I ain't gonna sit up here and cap and say it was my idea. I'm gonna say that the Hoovers, you know, it was a consensus amongst us. Like, some of us that was on the tier that, you know what I'm saying, we wasn't gonna have niggas doing that. So, like I said, I spoke to Blitz, and he had to remind me of a couple things. He like, damn, you probably don't even remember. You made the first C. He telling me I made the first C. And I made it out of the juices that you get in jail with the metal tops. I formed the C out of those tops. Like, you feel me? And it's like, yo, we about to start scorching niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? We branding niggas. So when you go to prison and you get strip searched, or you get to that shower, everybody that's around you gonna know that you Crip. That kind of go back to what I was saying about the different type of swag we had. We was on some whole different shit. You know what I'm saying? So we started scorching every homie that came in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And the first person that got a C was Blitz. And we was ODing with them shits. We was doing 52 seconds. You know, it only take like a second or two to burn somebody. Nigga, we holding that shit for 52 seconds. Straight extremism. Like, you feel me? And yeah, that shit was crazy, man. That was a crazy ass era right there. You know what I'm saying? But everybody started getting branded. And then, you know, leading by example, homies on the streets, they started getting branded. Some homies was actually already branded because we wasn't the first ones to do it. It was some homies way before us that was a part of the royal family that was getting seized, but niggas had stopped doing it. Like, you feel me? So it happened twice under the set. Like, you feel me? So that's how everybody started getting branded. Like, you feel me? That's the whole run right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave y'all with that because there's so much more to talk about. Like, you feel me? But I want to leave y'all with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's real rap. So only a portion of this is going to be on Instagram. My subscribers, man, shout out to y'all. Y'all get the full story on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So go to the YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit a full story, and leave a comment, man. Tap in. And before I go, man, let me say HIP to the homie Big Bus right there, man. We miss you, Hogg.